Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverly and it is so lovely to see you today. In today's video we are going to be spending a whole week together, so grab that cup of tea, let's get to it. Well, so far today has not been the easiest. We had the gardener come first thing. My mom, I had to help her a little bit extra this morning and I needed a shower. Not related, but I just needed to have a shower. And then the window cleaners came, so we had to deal with all these things. The dogs were going crazy and it was just really chaotic. Really over the top, really just why? It just felt really overwhelmed, and that's kind of been my weekend, really overwhelmed. And at the moment I just feel like I can't cope. Like, I know it's grief, I know it's a lot of things, but I just felt really overwhelmed. It was nice actually on Saturday because the family, like my mum's, a lot of her brothers and sisters came round and it was just really nice to spend time with them. But I definitely felt overwhelmed with the situation. The dogs kept barking a lot because they don't see that many people around the house very much. Not fun. And then last night, just out of nowhere, Gizmo grief hit me. That's, if you're new here, that's my little dog that I had. He was 16 when he passed away and he was my constant companion for all of that time, and it was really hard to say goodbye to him. Anybody who's lost a fur baby will know it's just incredibly difficult. So I was crying my eyes out, and I know it's all wrapped up in grief for my granddad, I know that, but it was just really just hit me out of nowhere and was very overwhelming, so that wasn't too fun. But today we're just going to do our very best. I need to have some time here in my altar room. I also need to edit last week's vlog and get that out, and also record this week's vlog. So today all I'm going to do is my very best. I'm going to look after myself my very best, and I'm just going to try to bring my energy down and just have a nice day. I think what I need to start doing is just really looking after myself. I also need to do a lot of like looking after the house. Like, this room hasn't been dusted for a while and things, so I just need to... I have no answer. I don't know what the answer is. Get back to my 10-minute cleaning. That's one thing that I definitely want to get back to. But I just need to be kind to myself and remember that I'm doing my best. Every day I do my best. That's all I can do. That's all that can be asked of me. I'm going to go downstairs. It's time for lunchtime meds, medications. Me and my mum take them about 2 o'clock, and I think it's about that now. Usually I'll have had a shower and had my time in here by now, as you all know, but today is just gone insane and I don't know how to cope with it all, to be very honest. Because today's been stressful and my stress levels through the roof. I started these vlogs to show real life with chronic illnesses and life with general anxiety and chronic depression. It's not easy. I'm doing my best to cope with life, but when life comes at you, sometimes it's very difficult. It is very difficult. And that is my aim with these videos, just show how difficult life is when you have illnesses and things going on, and it's just not easy. But I also want to show that as a witch, there are other things that I do. For example, while I was in the shower, I called upon my goddesses, Diana and Hecate, to help me to cleanse away all that feeling of anxiety, and my anxiety actually has nearly gone. I know my energy is still up here, like chaotic, but my actual feeling of anxiety is very low. I just felt like this golden ball. I'm really lucky actually, because above the shower head in our shower is like a yellowy kind of light bulb. Because of that, when I close my eyes, I see like orangey golden light. So I use that to my advantage. It helps me visualize golden shower water just coating me, going through my energy center in my head, through my body, and I imagine like black smoke and things coming out of the soles of my feet and going down the drain, rather like the demons in Supernatural. You know, when they go, ah, and all the bad comes out? Because it really helps. Using movies and TV shows really helps me visualise things as a witch. If you'd like me to do a video about that, just let me know in the comments. Let's go and have some meds and a cup of tea.
Sergeant Major Grout takes a deep breath and orders, "Attention! Slope! Palms! Order!"
Watching Camberwick Green.
Hello my loves, it is Thursday and I haven't spoken too much, have I? I haven't said much. I think I've recorded bits, but I haven't really spoken to you and I apologise for that. Literally, I have been hermiting and I do this a lot when I feel depressed or down. But I have done a blog post all about dealing mindfully with grief and I'm trying really hard to follow that as much as I can. So I'll leave a link to that blog post down below. I just really want to try my best to be mindful and stay in this good place, because grief can make, if you already have depression or are likely to get depression, it can trigger things, yeah? So I'm just trying my very best to be good and to keep moving forwards in my journey. I have managed to do a little bit of low impact cardio. I don't know if you remember, but a while back on TikTok, everyone was buying these they were like a hula hoop, but it was like stuck to your waist and then it had like this weight that went round you when you hula hooped. It's really good for low impact cardio. All I do is I put some boppy music on. This morning it was Harry Styles and I just go one way to one song, one way to another song and then rest for a minute. That's all I do. It's nothing major, nothing huge, but I have found that that has been really good, especially for targeting weight gain around my middle, because you know I'm heading towards 50 now and my weight is starting to come on my stomach, and that is the most dangerous place to hold weight because that's where all your organs are and everything. So I did a little bit of that today, and then I cleaned the fireplace, the TV stand and where my DVD cabinet thing just on the top. Me and my mum did that together, so that was really cool. It's nice that she helps me. So it was really nice to do that together. And now I'm here. I'm dressed. My hair has gone mental overnight, so I've just attacked it with dry shampoo and then popped a hairband on. And then I finished it up with this 1970s style jumper. Where did I get this from? Was it Collective? Might have been, yeah. And then my checked orange skirt, and I feel like it's the 1960s/70s, my favourite time. Things are going to start getting a bit better now. I feel like my friends have been amazing, looking out for me and messaging me, checking I'm okay. So next week I've got a couple of really nice things to look forward to, and then the week after that is my granddad's funeral. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot emotionally, and I'm just really thankful that I get to have this space where I can talk about the ways that I'm trying to do better and be better and treat myself nicer. But yeah, today I'm going to role playing tonight. Very excited because the next 2 weeks I cannot go. now in my room, I do need to replenish Archangel Michael's candle. Now I'm just going to pull some cards and do a meditation, I think. I'm not doing a lot in here today. I'm just struggling with wanting to do things, and it's really annoying me. It really is. There's a lot of emotions and feelings being kicked up, as always happens when somebody passes away. I've got a lot of plans, guys. Let's just hope my depression doesn't flare up and stop me, because I really want to get good at this 10-minute cleaning that I've been trying to get going. It's really hard to do exercise and housework and just live your life without flaring up fatigue. It's something that is continually hard work, continually. And if you're struggling with that as well, just know that pacing, nobody's good at it. Nobody has got it down, because our society brings us up from a very young age to be all about production. Our worth comes from how much money we make, what qualifications we've got, are we married on time, do we have children, blah, blah, blah. We ticked all the boxes. But in reality, our worth comes from who we are as humans, not the external rubbish. Is so difficult for everyone. So I want to really reach through the screen and tell you that if you're struggling with pacing, we all do. It's not a you thing, it's a society thing. Go against society and the patriarchy, have a nap. I'm going to do my God time now, and I shall catch you all in a little bit. And just like that, it's Saturday. Where did the week go? I feel like I'm trying really mindfully to cope with the week, but I find myself really getting lost in resting and recuperating and just doing really chill things. And that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. That is not something that I should or do feel any guilt over, but it is something that I need to really think about and work on. Today I am really trying to be gentle with myself. That's this week has just been trying to be really gentle with myself, look after myself, and I hope that you've at least a little bit seen that. I really have no recollection of what I've recorded this week, so who knows what's coming. But I will say this, I'm very glad that you are all here. And if you're still here to the end of the video, you are the real stars of the show, because I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, especially my Patreons, for just really being there for me at the moment. I know that you're all being incredibly patient with me, and you've seen my posts being like, today's a difficult day, I'm struggling today, and trying to be positive but struggling with that. And I think it's that limbo time between a person dying and their funeral, and I think that is something that is difficult for everybody. I think that's why a lot of cultures tend to bury people or cremate them, or however they deal with bodies, quite quickly after a death, because it just makes it harder. This liminal time is hard. It's never easy. And I think if you're grieving or struggling at the moment, I just want to reach out and say you are not alone. There are people all over the world going through grief, whether it's the loss of a job, a family member, a friend, whether it's just the breakdown of a relationship, whatever it is, grief comes and it is like a wave coming at you. And there are times when you're fine and then it comes back again. And when you are grieving, it does definitely kick up feelings that you thought you'd dealt with. And it's important to be really mindful of those times so you don't spiral. I do have a blog post that I've written all about dealing mindfully with grief, and I will leave a link to it down below. So I hope that will help you, as mindfulness always helps me. It is the gift that keeps on giving to me. It's just the best tool that I have in my arsenal, and it's really made a difference to my mental health. That's why my blog is called Blooming Mindfulness, and that is why I talk about it so much. So if you're interested in learning more about mindfulness and all of the gifts that it's given me, definitely head down below, because that's where you'll find more information. But I hope you're enjoying these vlogs. I hope you'll stick around. If you're enjoying these vlogs, definitely let me know by leaving it a cheeky like and a comment down below, so I know and the YouTubiverse know that you enjoyed it, and it will get sprinkled out just that little bit more. While you're at it, definitely, if you're new here, click that subscribe, ring that little bell so you always know an upload. I'm usually here on Mondays and Fridays, depending on how my health is, but I try to be here with you every week, at least once a week. So go and check all of that malarkey out. I've got loads of videos. There'll be some on the end cards here for you to click on. Stick around, kick your feet up, have another cup of tea. I hope you have a magical, wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.